So what would you suggest for someone who wants to take their first step towards starting their side hustle or their startup?
Well, first of all, well done for wanting to do that, because you are an outlier, you think differently, you are on the right path. Majority of people would never even think about it. They would just think, who is the other employer or master who can pay me? It's like, okay, what can I offer to the world? And the world will pay me because what I'm offering is so good. What I would suggest is start small. Don't quit your day job. Don't quit until you make enough money to live on that money consistently. Not just like, oh, I made 2K this month, I should leave a job. Well, but if you made 800 last month, then it's not a consistent income yet, right? So you have to stay on your job a little bit longer. Another thing I would also say is find your tribe online, go to meetups, find people who get you, who do the same thing, because I personally found that all my friends work steady full-time jobs, and when I meet them, they're like, oh, I got a pay rise, my boss told me I'm so good, and I'm just really not impressed by that. And I just found myself being very bored in those situations and companies. So I went out and sought new types of friendships from meetups and so on. So now I have like WhatsApp group, and when I get an idea or I want to run something by people, and we support each other on WhatsApp. So it's like my tribe, my community, people who get me. So when I feel lost because nobody else gets me, I can always go to them. And I've made some amazing friends actually through meetups. In London, the best people I've met as friends are meetups. So it kind of shows that the best friendships are formed from mutual interests, especially in adulthood.
And do you mean meetups as in the website meetups?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
It's a website called Meetup, and they host events in actual physical space, and they're usually free or very cheap. So it's a good way of meeting people who are basically like you. So I would really recommend that if you start out, because you might feel a bit not sure why you're doing it. You know, like you have a full-time job, and then it's weekend and your friends go and have fun in the park, but actually you go to a cafe to work on your side hustle, and then you feel like, oh, you know, you don't always feel that you want to do it.
Yeah.
And another thing is, because nobody's saying how awesome you are, then you start questioning whether what you're doing is the right thing. So what's going to help there is that tribe, that people who do the same thing, so you don't feel alone, and you can check out with them, meet up with them, and you kind of create this good circle of friends. Another thing, actually, I would also recommend, if you're building your business on the side from the full-time job, to maybe block out Sunday or Saturday and go and work from coffee shops as opposed to home. It just creates a totally different environment. You're still surrounded by people. They all kind of look interesting. There's good smells. Coffee's nice. It kind of gives you buzz and energizes you. So it's very different from working from home, which creates this feeling of, oh, life sucks. There's no space. I live here. I do everything here. So get out, you know. And then it creates this feeling of like it's a treat, because you buy yourself a nice coffee, you buy yourself nice cake. Your brain will soon start associating working with actually nice things alongside it. So I definitely recommend that.
Then you're not at home, you know, you're not thinking about doing the dishes.
Yeah.
You're getting distracted.
Exactly. Take yourself out. It can be difficult to work on your side projects on the weekend. But for example, what I found is that Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm still quite rested, even after work, because the week has just started. It's not too bad. So if possible, do your side project stuff whenever you have more energy. Some people just wake up extra early and do that before work. That works for you. You know your energy levels. Don't push yourself to just constantly do, even if you're really tired, because then you start hating what you do. Pick your hours, pick your time. But the coffee shop is really cool.